Okay, everyone, it's this level. So, welcome back to Fire Emblem Blazing Sword Hector Hard Mode. Today, joining me, we have JVac22.
Hello, everyone.
We have Leocord.
Buddy, I'm back.
We have Master JC 2002.
I'm a newcomer. Hi.
And we have Pig Skipper.
Ah! Hi.
Okay, so anyway, this is the infamous Battle Before Dawn. Most people consider this one of the worst chapters in the game. Well, the basic story is, Sephiel's going to be assassinated, Nino has a change of heart, Jafar has a change of heart, Black Fang say, fuck you, you gotta do this, and, you know, we intervene. So this level, okay, it's weird because on Eliwood normal mode, like, many people consider this the worst chapter in not only the game, but Fire Emblem as a whole, even though there are worse out there. This one's still pretty high up there. I, for some reason, had an easier time playing on Hector Hard Mode than Eliwood normal mode. And there are reasons as to why, but it's definitely weird.
That is strange.
Yeah, I just actually played this one. I think I got lucky because this was actually my first time ever using Florina. So when I went up and used her, she pretty much actually critted everyone in the map because I gave her a killer lance. So this one was easy for me a little bit, but I know how it can be very frustrating because it's Fog of War and...
Well, many elements. Fog of War, turn limit, protect 3, you know, NPCs, 2 of which are pretty weak. That being Sephiel and Nino. I mean, Jafar can defend himself, but, you know. Also,
Nino's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
I have a confession really quick.
Yep.
I never played Blazing Sword. I have it on my Wii U Virtual Console, but I never got around to playing
be like a real problem.
Well, Bolting's weird, because here's the thing. One of the biggest changes about Hector Hard Mode is that, what was it? Ursula's now on the right-hand side of the map instead of the left, and she won't actually approach Nino until after a certain amount of turns. When she does, she'll pretty much kill her. But until then, you've got a bit of leeway to actually go there, whereas in normal mode, she'd attack Jafar, like, straight away. I mean, he was better at dodging and surviving, but, you know, still.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Well, if I'm being honest here, I haven't played Hector Hard Mode, but I have played the Eliwood version, and I can say this chapter is pretty tough.
It is pretty tough. It's just because it places so much on you, and you know there's just a lot to do within such a short amount of time, only 15 turns. It's just like there's many stipulations all at once.
Honestly,
I hate turn challenges. Seriously, it's so annoying.
When I first played through this chapter, it was kind of difficult. After a while, got really easy. It was just a matter of just ending turn.
Well, I think the biggest threats are, like, the Paladin, Ursula, and you just kind of really gotta hurry. Like, try to get to the people as quickly as possible just to thin out the herd and protect them. Because they can last a pretty decent amount of time, but eventually it will be too much.
Yeah.
By the way, Nino's having a pretty heart-to-heart with Jafar right now, and it's absolutely adorable. I love you, Nino.
Everyone loves Nino's just
really cute.
Yeah, they're well, it's just, you know, she changed Jafar from a cold, merciless killer to a neutral killer.
If that makes any sense.
Heroes is too deep.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite moments. And to be fair, Battle Before Dawn, in terms of story, has a massive bearing on the Alive games as a whole. Because, you know, if this is what does start the whole spiral down Sephiel's dark path, but then you beg the question: what if we let him die? I mean, you know, it's not nice to let someone die, but remember what Sephiel becomes.
Yeah.
Kill Hector.
I'm pretty sure if he died, Binding Blade wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but then, you know, you wouldn't have War of the Dragons, you wouldn't have Burn invading, and Hector wouldn't die that early. But then again, I reckon if, like, my theory was, if Sephiel did die, and Nino, you know, was set, because the idea was to kill Nino afterwards and use her as a scapegoat, I reckon that because Nino's actual backstory is that she's from a family in Euphoria or whatever, they would leak that information, Burn would find that out, use it as an excuse, and start war anyway. But just without Sephiel.
Bro. honestly think no matter how you look at the situation, there was going to be a massive war no matter what happened. So
kind of like what happened with Emmerich, like to the assassins that Valadar had, but then she died because she fell off.
Yeah. Either way, she was gonna die.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Also, another thing I want to bring up is that Zavil, in a kind of sense, isn't that much of a bad guy. In terms of what he was trying to do, it's almost you can kind of see it as kind of like him trying to serve the world, kind of a justice.
Oh yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, definitely. Like his principle, like he's not. I brought up. He's not wrong about humanity. We can be real pieces of shit. But it's like, but his thing is he's not focused on, he's only focused on the negative, he's not focused on the positive, but that's because his own father, someone who, you know, is meant to, like, love and raise you, tried to kill you. So, you know, to him, no one else, like, if the person I'm meant to love most hates me this much, what is that? Just what is that?
It happened right after, like, the mother was just like, yeah, let's fix this, and then all of a sudden, nope.
Yeah, then the dad's just like, no.
Then his father was
everything is just getting...
trying to kill him.
I hated Sophia.
Anyway, I can see...
And now we can see how Panda wrecks people.
Yeah. Also, here, who really wrecks people? I love Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn! But, also, this chapter is a little harder in Hector because you only get 8 units.
You only get 8 units? Oh man.
Yeah, well, remember, Hector hard mode as a whole really limits how many. Wait, is it 8 units or is it just 10? No, I think it's 10 because it's the 3 flyers, those 3. Hex is fixed. No, I think it is just 8. No,
okay.
Could be 10. Alright, 8 or 10. It's either 8 or 10.
Okay.
That's how I first thought whenever I saw Harkin. I thought he was going to be over the top.
I think the only real way to stop this kind of whole war thing was happening is if Sophil's dad wasn't, you know, such a dick.
Well, if Sophil's dad was willing to just accept the fact that Sophil is who he is and try and help him, then yeah, that would have been easy. Because here's the thing, Sophil wanted to make the effort to, you know, be a happy family. The wife did, but his dad couldn't get over his spite.
Literally just like, nah, you're never gonna be my son. It's just like, why not?
Yeah,
I'm trying so hard.
Well, the funny part is, I remember that he mentions this in he's like, why is it just seeing you pisses me off? Like, I know you haven't done anything wrong, but I just loathe you for some reason. I think he's just like secretly, he's pretty much just secretly jealous.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much what it is.
That, like, no, he is not my son. He is literally good at everything he does, and I'm nowhere near that. So I think jealousy is a big part of why.
Yeah, it's the idea if he can't come to grips with it, you know, just accepting things as they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best father in the entire world.
Well, actually, as far as Fire Emblem fathers go, he's probably not the worst. He's bad, but he's probably not the worst in terms of just Fire Emblem parents. There are, you know, there's Sonya, there's Garen. You know, you can do worse.
Sulka's dad was kind of shit too.
Who?
Sulka's dad. His real name, but it's pretty much a similar thing to what was happening in Fire Emblem Fates, only that it made more sense that the dad was kind of just like, nah, I'm not gonna help Rigel. You guys are not as good as my kingdom, so you know what? I'm just gonna indulge myself and my people, and you guys can just kind of fuck off. And he was never really all that nice to Sulka either, so. He's really just not that great. I mean, Sulka does kind of forgive him towards the end. It's just like, I think he was just like a really sad man, but at the same time, if he just, you know, wasn't so like self-absorbed and shared some resources with Rigel, maybe the war wouldn't have happened, and maybe Celica's entire family would not have been tracked down and slaughtered.
Yeah. I think it's because like characters like that, they're in such a position of power, they feel the need, like they just can't come to grips with the fact that they might not always have the right answers or be the best at what they do.
I feel like I'm a bit out of my league really like history because I only got into Fire Emblem a few months ago.
I cannot wait to see the if I can talk right. I cannot wait to see Radiant Dawn finally get played in this channel because it's so cool. I love Radiant Dawn so much. If anyone else out there can play Radiant Dawn or has the Radiant Dawn, I am so jealous of you.
I have Radiant Dawn. That's the best thing. I got it
on emulator.
Yeah, I actually got a physical copy for £30, which is a very good deal, considering it goes like upward of 100 usually. Oh yeah, the thing is that Sword Reavers, but to Jafar that don't mean shit.
Very much. I remember seeing Radiant Dawn in my local game exchange, and it cost like $90.
It's like, yeah, you have Sword Reavers, but here's the thing, I'm Jafar, so I think you're kind of...
I'm base.
Yes. Well, $90 for Radiant Dawn, that's kind of typical. Games like that are not cheap. Like, I had to shell out £100 for Path of Radiance. Worth it, though. Totally worth it. But we will get to Radiant Dawn eventually, but we've got to get through FE8 and FE9 first.
Yeah. Those games are pretty good.
So it's going to take a couple of years at most.
I bet that'll take years, though.
That won't take years to do.
Hector!
A year, but I don't think it'll take years. I mean, it all depends on Blazing Knight's mood and if he's up for playing those games. Because Radiant Dawn's beginning, at least from what I've heard, is not that easy to get into because it's just so hard.
Well, it's not a case of it's hard, but it throws a lot at you. You're given a brand new team and everything, and like the units, most of the units aren't very good.
Pretty easy. Want to learn anything?
Look, we're looking at you, Meg.
Be a challenge.
And we're looking at what was that female lord's name? God, I can't remember her.
Micaiah.
Well, Meg. Well, Micaiah is actually a pretty good unit in a different sense. Great healing unit. Fiona, who is worse than Meg.
Danny, but
since my birthday's coming up, I might
weak.
actually be able to get a physical copy of Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn. Hopefully. So
whichever one you can, because either way, you know, they're both great games. I'm personally a bigger fan of Path of Radiance, but if you can get a physical copy of either of them, props to you, because fucking hell, they're not easy to track down.
I don't even have a Genki for a Wii.
I'll be able to play them, hopefully. I'm also going to try and find a GameCube controller, because both of my controllers are absolutely horrible. Like, they're torn up and, like, kind of... It's not a good situation, so hopefully I can find a GameCube.
Yeah. Well, that
I played Radiant Dawn once, but I want to, like, get a physical copy at some point.
Yeah. Like, my PlayStation controller, all the way back from, like, 1990... Wait, I got it when I was 7. All the way back from 2000. That PlayStation controller, it's 18 years old. It's broken in, like, places, but it still works. And it's turned yellow as well. Nina is smart enough to heal herself. Thank God.
Hank.
So, like, Jafar.
Yay.
Jafar's just gonna solo a lot of people, because, you know, he's Jafar. He doesn't care. I absolutely love Assassins in any Fire Emblem game. I kind of miss them in Fates, but we had Master Ninjas instead, so
yeah, and they're pretty much. Well, you could argue they're better because they have shurikens, you know, instead of a ranged weapon, and they still have the skills like lethality and everything, but they also have like poison strike and grizzly fang.
Ninjas as a whole are broken in Fates.
Yeah, I think it's because it's a brand new class, so they hadn't worked out the kinks. That happens a lot in games like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, actually,
like I'm playing class and
really weird challenge with some of my friends. Basically, we're playing as many Fire Emblem games as we can in the time span of a month. So this past few weeks, I have beaten...
Harkin likes Radiant Dawn too.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
And Dawn for the win. So, in the past week, I've been able to play and beat...
Jafar with a Sword Reaver?
Fire Emblem
Sword Reaver.
Screw you.
Fuck your Sword Reaver. I'm Jafar. But anyway, you were saying?
So, the past few weeks, I think it was 4 weeks this took, so I'm, like, reaching the end of the month. So, in the past 4 weeks, I've played, Blazing Sword, Sacred Stones, Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright, and I'm trying to get through Fate's Conquest, but I'm kind of also not playing it because it's just at that point where it's just like too much Fire Emblem. I need a break.
Yeah, you're exhausted. It happens. It happens. You get fatigued out at some point.
I've only played through Echoes and Sacred Stones, but I actually prefer Echoes to Sacred Stones.
Okay.
But you need a break every now and then because oh my god, I keep playing it.
Well, the Fire Emblem games are like, well, they're not the meatiest of games, but they are still quite meaty. And I was like, ow!
I mean, it took me 40 hours of my life to beat Echoes.
No pain, but this is getting a bit much.
Yeah. Don't worry, he'll be just fine.
Wait, where are you guys stopping up and watch?
Otherwise you wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be doing this right now, would we?
Yeah, it's true. If he did die, we would not be doing this. Because when I play Fire Emblem, nobody dies unless it's like forced. Like they have to die. Because I want to play through Awakening, but I want to make sure Emran doesn't die. Good luck with that.
Actually, I was thinking of like this really cool idea for a Fire Emblem game. It's probably never going to happen, but I hope it does. What I was thinking of is because I actually really do like Echoes, or at least its mechanics with 2 protagonists that you can use on the battlefield.
Yeah.
I was hoping that someday to make a game kind of like that with 2 different protagonists. Well, one who's a villager and one, yeah.
Well, Sacred Stones did kind of already do that. You know, you've got Ephraim and Erica.
Also, I'm still waiting for Joshua to get his own solo game.
Oh, that lethality. I was just going nuts.
Just a quick thought. Do any of you think like Fire Emblem could work in like some sort of, I don't know, revolutionary or civil war type of setting?
Oh, definitely. Fire Emblem could definitely like work as if you think about it. Well, if you let's say you take the idea of Fire Emblem Hates with 2 nations going against each other. Just take that idea and rework it into like a civil war angle, and you've got yourself a solid FE game.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though the melee fighters would be pretty obsolete.
Going with it, like one would be like a rebel army facing off against the Lord's army.
Yeah, so like you have the rebel army against the Lords. The rebels will be like the more not so prim classes, so fighters, myrmidons, you know, thieves and stuff, whereas the Lords will be like the paladins and all that jazz.
And you'd have both of them face off each other again, and mine goes to like a very dark turn where it's like every so often to end the act, you'd have to choose one of the main characters to fight the other main character, and it'd actually be like you fighting their units, not just like random units spawn, but like the units that you actually use and trained, which would get.
Oh yeah.
That should be really interesting because you know, like, you've built each of these teams, so you've got to like try and beat yourself.
Jafar didn't cred.
No,
and also, it's like you're trying to be also careful that you're not killing off any one of your units, because like you know these units personally, and if you kill one of them, that'll also kill them on your other team as well. Yeah. So it makes the entire thing very hard. And in the end, what I think would be like really cool is for you to decide at like the very end of the game, which path will you follow? A path of like revolution, or will you follow like more or less the old path of
No, will you try to be a revolutionary or try to enforce law and order? That type of thing.
Like our old ways and whatnot. I always thought that would be a really cool thing, but I mean it's probably never gonna happen. But Fire Emblem Switch has not been announced, so it might happen. Do it, Nintendo.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Switch hasn't been announced because everyone was expecting.
I was expecting it at Direct.
At that Direct, like, Fire Emblem Switch. What do we get? Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Smash
I want there to be Fire Emblem Switch.
E3 2018. I had to remember what the year was for a second.
For me to get a Switch.
Yeah, if they don't show Fire Emblem E3, I'm going to be very, very concerned. Because it's the prime time.
Oh yeah,
Death Rider was dangerously close to Zeph.
And also, guys, things I do not want for Fire Emblem.
I just want them to like release something for like Switch already, even if it's just like a smaller like little teaser. I just want something.
Information, yeah. But anyway, Jay, you were saying.
We learned about it last year, and we still have nothing.
Yeah. But
alright, back when I was saying that. Yeah, for Fire Emblem 16, I don't want there to be any fan service garbage like Face did. I want there to be. I want it to be like traditional Fire Emblem. Well, I want to go for that. I don't think they. I think they should skip.
Here's the thing: when you say fan service garbage, are you referring to designs or like pandering elements, like just like over
pandering elements?
Oh god!
Well,
if they have marriage, they better make it make sense.
Yeah. Well, marriage I'm kind of all right with, because here's the thing: like certain FE games, if certain characters support, in the end they get married.
Yeah, child units. Then they better make it make sense.
Yeah, child units. If it makes sense, it's fine. See, mechanics like that, I don't mind them, provided they're not forced into the game.
Where they basically just put a child there and they grow fast.
For no reason.
That makes sense.
Well, for me,
let's not do that. By the way, I couldn't hear you or what you said, so I don't know if I have no idea what you were saying. So
as you saw just there, Sophia got to fight in this chapter.
Yeah, Sophia at least gets to do something. He can.
So cool. I actually love him.
Level.
Yeah, he can survive a bit. He's smart enough to stand on a tile, so he gets some extra avoid and stuff.
Yeah. even though it's one thing, yeah, if I was
hope
drunk,
that,
yeah, if I was technically,
What was
well, wait, did Jafar drug Zafeel or
else
or
can
something
like make
that?
it into like?
I think you just knocked him unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, if I woke up after being
Hope
knocked
that,
unconscious,
Zafeel or
yeah, I
Zafeel-
would struggle in fighting as well.
I think some.
Seriously, these guys cannot touch Jafar.
It's almost like he's an assassin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jafar for the next Assassin's Creed
I
game.
think I'm being disconnected.
Yeah, okay then.
I don't know why I say that because I've never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Well, he's an assassin, everyone knows about Assassin's Creed. And I like how Jafar went
Yeah.
for the absolute weakest person. Like, God forbid you go for the sniper.
God forbid.
Yeah, don't go to the unit who might actually pose a bit of a threat.
Yeah.
Save Nino, save her now.
Can everyone still hear me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Disconnected and I'm.
Let's level up.
Oh, nice level up.
Oh, good level up, Harkin.
For a second there, I thought it was already capped. Because
No,
experience.
He just came
stopped
in
at
with
0.
really, really good hard mode bonus bases.
Also, I have to admit one thing that I have to admit Nino's design in this game is
Not
downright
wait to
adorable.
like
Nino is absolutely adorable.
adorable. Absolutely.
Is it weird that I actually thought Nino was a guy? Kid? Like a boy?
What?
You thought Nino was a boy?
Yes.
Well, to be fair, with that type of art style, you can, you know, I guess at a stretch, the green hair is kind of neutral, but Nino is definitely
Yeah.
a girl.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen her design in Heroes?
Oh,
Ew,
so Heroes
oh
definitely
my
makes
God.
it more cutesy, so you can definitely tell it's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Even though her name in Spanish means boy.
Yeah, well, this is not the Spanish translation.
Pretty
I
much.
wonder what her name is in Spanish.
It's still Nino. I played Fire Emblem 7 in Spanish.
Yeah, still Nino.
Oh.
So yeah, so that could definitely be, you know, confusing.
Yeah, that can be confusing sometimes.
Even though, wait, I forgot, did she give birth to Rai?
Yeah, Ray. And Luke.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Sorry, I am not nearly as experienced with Fire Emblem as you guys.
Oh, real quick. If anyone out there is thinking about playing this and is worried about Battle Before Dawn, remember, use warps.
Warps and, well, mounted units as
No.
well.
No, wait. No, I didn't mean warp. I meant rescue, so you can get Zephiel out of there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, rescue chains are really, really useful.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Well,
But
that's doing
like
pretty
mounted
well.
units, definitely go for it because you need to be able to travel that distance. So yeah, Seville took a hit, but he killed the guy. His first taste of blood. It all begins here.
Yeah, begun.
Corpse. All begins here.
The dark side.
You jump damage to Jafar.
Oh, know the power of the dark side. I cannot wait for the next Star Wars movie.
Oh, you mean the Han Solo film? Because that's the next Star Wars movie.
I'm actually pretty excited for Han Solo film.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I like these individual, you know, separate stories, just giving us more backstory on the universe. That, you know, that looks cool.
Oh god.
I'm a bit worried about it, but I think it should be alright.
Well, even though it's like remember whenever Star Wars stories were good?
Who do you think is gonna? Who do you want in Warriors besides Black Knight and Zephyl?
The Goose Kings, pretty much all the lords that haven't been featured, so Erica, Sigurd, Roy, Ike, and all that jazz. And just,
Well, actually, did you know that they actually didn't confirm that Ike and Roy wouldn't be in the game?
it's because they're planning, like, if there's a sequel, they'll put him in, but I
Yeah.
still think, like, if the game is successful enough, just say, fuck it, DLC. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause it for now, but when we come back, we're going to finish up this godforsaken level. Apparently it's godforsaken, I'm not having that bad of a time. We're going to have a nice revelation with Sophia and stuff, and Sarah is going to be practically sucking Death's cock the amount close call she gets. But until then, thank you all very much for watching, we'll see you next time, take care.